Hey, my name is Sandra. I'm 42 years old. I have a husband. His name is Michael. He's 40 years old. We've been married for 19 years. We have a girl. Amy is her name. She is 15 years old. I had no idea that my life would turn out this way. Michael and I met a long time ago at a family event. He was friendly, funny, and lively. He used to make me laugh all the time. "Sandra, I will always look out for you," he would say. I really thought what he said. Life was easy and happy after we got married. Our room was pretty small. It felt like home, even though the kitchen was small and the furniture was old. We talked and cooked together for hours. We talked about our little hopes and dreams for the future while walking in the park on the weekends. He would sometimes bring me flowers for no reason, and those little things made me feel loved. I thought this happiness would last forever, but things began to change over time. The change was small at first. Michael started to take it easier. He no longer helped out at home. I thought it was true when he said he was tired. I didn't complain because I wanted to back him up. But the days turned into months and the months into years. It turned into a habit for me to work all the time. I got up before dawn every day. I cleaned the house, did the dishes, cooked breakfast, and did the laundry. I carefully packed Emily's lunch and helped her get ready for school. Michael, on the other hand, stayed in bed longer. If I asked for help, he would just smile and say, "You do it better than me." I smiled back at first. After that, I was tired. I later felt like I wasn't seen. One morning was especially hard. The kitchen was full of dirty dishes. The wash basket was full to the brim. Emily was upset that she couldn't find her homework. I moved quickly to get everything fixed at once. On the couch, Michael was looking through his phone as if nothing else was important. I asked Michael in a soft voice, "Could you help me?" He didn't even look at me. "Why are you making so much noise?" he asked. It hurt more than I thought it would. I wasn't making noise. I was asking for help. I was too tired to go out that night, so I made a simple meal. Michael scowled as he looked at the plate. "Again? Why don't you cook something better?" Something inside me broke. I said in a low voice, "I do everything around here. I look after you and our daughter. You only complain." His face turned red. "Don't talk to me like that," he hit the table. "I am the man of the house." Something inside me changed for good that night. No longer did I expect him to help me. I kept working, but I didn't say anything. I didn't want any more fights. People outside didn't get what I was going through. "Your mom told me, 'You look very tired.'" "You should take good care of your husband," his parents told him. No one asked me how I was doing. Michael did not work often. He wasn't helpful around the house. He still thought everything would be fine. In my own life, I felt like I was going away. He said something one day that I will never forget. "This is what you should do. This is what women are made to do." That was the moment I chose to do something different. I only cooked for Emily and myself the next morning. He told me to stop cleaning his stuff. I didn't clean up after him or wash his clothes. It was quiet for 3 days. Michael finally did something on the 4th day. He screamed, "I can't live like this." "This is the life I've lived for years," I told him with a calm face. He didn't know what to say. He tried to get better after that. He got a job. He helped out in the kitchen sometimes. She got more time with him. He even tried to be nice again. I felt hopeful for a short time, but I wasn't really at ease. I thought this change might not last, and I was right. He slowly went back to his old ways. He got home late again. He stopped being helpful. He spilled out things all over the place and began to complain again. It looked like nothing had changed. He looked at me coldly one night and told me, "I want a divorce." Even though my heart hurt, I kept my cool. I just said, "Okay." He put his things away and didn't look back. The house was strangely quiet and empty. After 2 months, I learned that he got married to a younger woman named Rachel. From the outside, everything looked great at first. Rachel spoke softly and was happy. Michael told other people that she understood him better. But over time, the truth came out. Rachel didn't get up early. She didn't clean or cook. Things fell apart and became messy in the house. Michael woke up one morning to find his kitchen dirty, his dishes not washed, and no food. Rachel wasn't awake yet. "Can you clean this?" she asked when she finally woke up. "You're better at it." Michael just stood there. He had said those words to me before. The days turned into weeks. Rachel kept acting the same way. She whined, dodged taking responsibility, and thought Michael would do everything. Michael was now in charge of the house and cooked, cleaned, and ran things. He got sleepy and quiet. He cleaned by himself one night, then sat down and said in a whisper, "I understand now." He picked up his phone and made a call to me. "I'm sorry," was typed. Then he got rid of it. He had something else to say, but couldn't. He knew that things that happened in the past could not be changed. He's living the same life he gave me now. And I now live in a different way. My house is quiet. There's no yelling, tension, or dead quiet. My kid smiles more. We laugh, talk, and cook together. I've begun to take little steps for myself. I read more. I take breaks when I need to. I finally feel like I'm important. Something is still wrong with life, but things are calm now. I never want to lose peace again.